endgame and a 10-point penalty to the Red Alliance. We are going to get ready to jump over to Maryland again very soon. Over in Maryland, they are underway with their autonomous period. And they are currently tied at 16 each in their autonomous period.
It seems like a lot of these teams are struggling with Vision Hub, but I think this match we might have we see.
For sure. I think the Red Alliance robots.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3,
The first
2,
one gets stuck on that
1.
on that spike, and then the other team.
And you gotta be careful not to hit the hub here.
I believe they could just barely touch it. They couldn't fully knock it out the way just because of how close the robots already were. But referees are eyeing this game closely.
Would a tap on the shared hub be a penalty? Well, it's really up to the ref's discretion whether the movement of the shared hub was consequential. Yeah, but I've noticed in a lot of these matches recently that like teams have been knocking the ball freight out of the warehouse, several of them at a time, and that is a penalty. I think it's been scored as a penalty in previous matches.
But the Blue Alliance having some penalties of their own, currently just barely having 2 points on the board as we get ready to approach our end game.
Looks like Blue Alliance is likely to get that tip bonus though.
Yeah, that looks pretty definitive on that. Unless the Red Alliance can score, a couple here in the last 15 seconds.
I do notice that a lot of the McHenry robots seem to be smaller, right? Because originally in the first cohort for what was it? The first cohort for Alexandria, there were a lot of big robots, but I think like moving in towards the middle of the day, right? Like about 2/3 of the robots seem to be small robots that just fit in the gap.
And currently that score will be sitting at 38-36, so a very close match. We'll have to see what the referees have to say about it. And over in Alexandria, Independent and Exponential is getting set up on the Red Alliance to get ready to face off against Epsilon and the Mechanical Mafia. And while we await the refs' final decisions, these matches are getting really close. Blue's penalty during that last match was a major for turning the shared hub. Remember, that shared hub you really must be careful on. And the final score gives it to Red with a score of 48-40. With a 16-point autonomous across the board, a 10-point driver control to a 28-point driver control, and a 22-point endgame to a 26-point endgame. Once again, with the Blue Alliance suffering those 30 points worth of penalties.